welcome back to Only Polished Nails. Today I'm going to be swatching for you guys some of my light green Zoyas. So we have a couple of different ones to look at, both cream and pixie dust finishes. We have Zoya Ireland, Tiana, Neely, and Vespa. So let's go in depth and take a little closer look. So first up we have Ireland. Zoya described this as a uniquely wearable green. At first I didn't like that description because I didn't think it meant anything, but I actually do think this is really wearable. I am so surprised at how much I loved this color green. Was a little bit hesitant to pick it up for a while because I didn't think it would suit me, but I actually really love it. It has a definite grade base. I think it's neutral enough that you could wear it to an office or a conservative space, but it's still green, which is not like your stereotypical nail polish color. So it gives a little bit of excitement. Next up we have Tiana. This is my favorite of the two mint creams that Zoya sells. Tiana has a lot more yellow into it compared to Neely, and has just a brighter, more springy appearance. The formula is not the best, though it is a little bit thin and takes several coats. Next up we have Neely. So I don't have a full-size bottle of this. I just have a mini that came for free with one of my orders. So I'm happy that I have it, even though I don't necessarily think you need both Tiana and Neely. They are different enough that if you do, I like brighter colors where this one's a little bit more grayed out, but I think to each his own. Definitely one of these is worth having. And then finally we have Vespa. So Vespa is not a cream, it is a pixie dust formula. So it has a bunch of little silver glitters in there and it dries to a matte textured finish. So a little bit different look on the nail, but it definitely still has that same light springy green color. So first up we have Zoya Ireland. I do have a Z-Wide brush in this. I really like the Z-Wide brush. I think it makes my application a lot easier and faster and cleaner. So I don't have it in every polish I own, but I do have it in as many as I could afford. So the first coat of Ireland covers pretty well, but you're definitely going to need a second coat with that. Just like all of Zoya's formulas, very self-leveling, easy to work with. So next up I have Neely. So Neely is the more grayed out of the two mint creams that Zoya has. Again, it's a little bit on the thinner side of the formula, which is to be expected with some of these lighter colors. So you're definitely going to need more than one coat. So you do get some streakiness on that first application. Next up we have Tiana. So Tiana is more of a brighter sort of apple mint green. Just like we did with Neely, I see some streakiness on the first coat, but nothing too tawdry, so you will need a second coat. I'm pretty sure all of these creams will get opacity in 3 coats. And then finally, we have Vespa. So Vespa goes on really sheer. I actually want to say this one takes 4 or 5 coats to reach opacity for me. Though certainly the second coat does cover a little bit better because once it dries with the texture, it's easier to get a thicker coat on top of it. So I'm going to let those dry and then we're going to come back for a second coat. So coming back in for a second coat, this should get Ireland up to full opacity, and it does. I have fairly white nail lines, so a lot of times I need a lot more coats than maybe some other swatchers do just to cover my nail line. But yeah, Zoya's formula is great and tends to cover in 2 coats. So that was Zoya Ireland. I think you can see now that Ireland, what I mean by it being a great neutral color, it's not too flashy and flamboyant. I don't think it calls any attention to you. So you can definitely wear that in an office setting without being too concerned. Next, I'm going to put on Neely. So Neely being a mini bottle, I'm not able to get a Z wide brush in it, so you will see me struggling a little bit more just to get even coverage with it. But it still covers fairly well in 2 coats. I think that is good enough by eye. I don't think I would wear any more than that if I were making this a full manicure. Next up we have Tiana. So Tiana, like I said, is a little bit brighter, a little whiter than Neely. It also has some more yellow tones into it. I really, really love this color green. It reminds me of like mint chocolate chip ice cream or even pistachio ice cream. It's just so fun. I love wearing this in the spring and summer. And then last up, we will show Vespa. I'm just gonna do 2 coats of each swatched for you guys because I just don't have time to do 5 coats of Vespa. But I will try to pop up a picture that has this reaching to full opacity. So just like I said, even though the first coat was really, really sheer, the second coat does help it get a lot better, but you are gonna need a 3rd or maybe a 4th coat. Okay, so I've just gone in again and put a 3rd coat of Vespa on. These other 2 only took 2 coats each, so that is pretty typical of the Zoya cream formulation. I think Vespa is really pretty. It's not my favorite green. I think it would be nice to sort of combine Vespa and probably Ireland, so doing Vespa as an accent nail would look really nice, but it's not my favorite pixie dust. I definitely like some of the other ones a little bit better. This color just, for some reason, isn't doing it for me. So just a quick recap of the ones that we've looked at today. We have Ireland, Neely, Tiana, and Vespa. I don't think any of these are dupes. Certainly, I think you could have all 4 of these in your collection and feel like you're getting a nice range of different colors. I think you could tell that you're wearing different polishes between these 2. My favorite out of these 4 is actually going to be Ireland, which is really surprising. I just love how soft and beautiful this looks against my skin tone, and I think the fact that I can wear it to work makes it super versatile and more wearable than the others. Second place I think would definitely be Tiana, just because I love those bright appley green colors. Hope you guys have enjoyed this comparison, and I will see you next time. Take care.